Yo, it's Izumi here with an unscripted video. Will it be good? That remains to be seen. Will it be an anime review? Maybe, that's up to you to decide. It's going to be the top 5 shows that I dropped last year. Um, Clickbait, actually it's top 6, but like that just wouldn't look good on the video title now, would it? So let's just jump right into it. Number 1, The Slimy Sekai. I actually forgot the title, but basically, I started watching it. I was like 3, 4 episodes in. I was like, this just isn't gripping me. I feel like if I want to watch the slime isekai, the spider isekai just did it better. Kumo Desuka, Nanika. It just felt so generic. I was not moved by the music. The animation didn't particularly stand out. Um, the protagonist was incredibly generic, incredibly overpowered for no reason. There didn't seem to be any interplay between it and the world. The story was very, very basic. I don't know, it just was so basic on so many levels. And I feel like if you're watching the first 4 episodes and it's not gripping you, then what does the rest of the show have to offer? You know? And like maybe it gets good 20 episodes in, but I don't want to watch 20 episodes to get to that point, you know? Um, Maybe one day I'll get back to it when I've watched everything else that's actually good. But until then, I've kind of dropped it. Come on. Number 2, To Your Eternity. It was praised, I think, in 2021 as a contender for Anime of the Year. A very moving story. But see, here's the thing. I liked the individual sub stories between the different groups of characters that we get to meet. Too bad that there is a main character. Whenever he shows up, I'm just cringing. Like, what's he even doing there? What does he do? He is such a weirdo. I think he kind of ruins the story by just being what he is. The fact that he is some kind of weird spirit monster that can never die, which kind of it reduces the stakes a little bit. And then there's like this weird like bland slime monster randomly. It feels like it's two different shows entirely. The music is decent, like the opening slaps. It's of course by Hikaru Utara, who's one of my favorite singers. Everything else is kind of like eh. The animation's okay, it's pretty good. Um, but yeah, I can't get behind the main character. He creeps me out. The overarching story creeps me out. And fruit, this is where the whole unscripted thing kind of falls apart because I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. It's fine, we can edit this out. Giotto Matteo. To Your Eternity. I guess it was like hyped up too much for me. Like it was building up. People were saying it was like the best thing ever. And when I looked at the promotional material, it was looking like it was going to be about a little kid and his dog trying to survive in the wild. So I was hyping myself up for that. But then it turned out to be something completely different. Um, yeah, I guess it just ain't for me, fam. Come on. Oh, and also they tried to make it look a lot more mystical by having this guy with a deep voice at the start, recounting everything in mysterious, elusive ways, using all the words of the Oxford Dictionary. Using complicated words does not a deep show make. Number 3, Gurren Lagann. Believe in the me that believes in you. How very inspirational. I'm sure a lot of people got some great messages and fun out of this. It is made by the people who made Kill la Kill, so the animation is fantastic. I really love it. The music is decent. It's a pretty hype show. Here's the thing, it's a complete gag show, complete comedy, complete parody that tries to be serious, but the two of them don't mesh. I feel like they should have chosen either or dialed one or the other back. Because as it stands, it's trying to be a serious show, but it has humor all over the place, ridiculous humor. None of it makes sense. There is no power scaling, there are no stakes. Anyone can do anything at any point. There is very typical degrading anime waifus. You pretty much know like the good guys are gonna win, and it doesn't matter how they're gonna win because it's gonna be like the power of friendship, or there is a random button, or now they can combine, or I don't know. Maybe I just really don't like Max. Episode 6 or 7 was funny though, the bath scene. That was pretty decent. Number 4. Euphoria. Euphoria is a anime. It is very, very, very extreme. And normally I like that kind of stuff, but this one might actually be too extreme, even for me. Can you imagine what the fruit? That said, I think the thing that estranged me the most is the god awful sound of. I think the thing that estranged me the most is the god awful sound effects. The blurred, censored animation is just ugh. And then on top of that, the dialogue is incredibly, incredibly stunted. It just feels so ridiculously artificial. And that kind of really pulls me out of it. Yes, I want realistic dialogue and story in my anime. Number 5. No. Number 5. Guilty Crown. Just like To Your Eternity tried to be mystical, Guilty Crown attempted to be like a very deep show in a similar sense. I feel it tried to be mysterious and cool and edgy, but what ended up happening is just a lot of random stuff is happening. People are doing random things, they are changing sides, people make random decisions based out of nothing. It's just because the plot demands them to. Random powers show up and disappear, random characters show up and disappear. Suddenly there is a mystical tower and a ghost and there's a bubble and they can fly now and they can teleportation now. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. The idea of it was good. The main character was incredibly bland. The anime wife is got an anime wife, although there was admittedly a decent twist. It's a mecha show, man. Go man, I couldn't finish after the first 12 episodes. Number 6. Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. This show is chaos. A little bit too much chaos for me. It's a parody gag show, sure, but first, a lot of this is rooted in Japanese culture and references to very, very old shows. So, unless you really know both of them, you're not gonna know what the fruit is going on. Other than that, it's a little bit too all over the place with not much consistency. It's just a bit too weird for me. And I guess I just didn't get it. I wasn't really vibing with it. I got to episode 9 out of 12. Come on. Honorable mention goes to Orikairu. I did finish it, all 38 episodes. I don't know why, because most of the time I was just kind of like, yeah, this ain't for me. But I did finish it, and at least it had a satisfactory conclusion as well. Also, it looks pretty. And that's it. That's some of the shows. That's the top 5, or I guess top 6 of the anime that I dropped in 2021. All in all, that's not too bad. Out of the many, many shows I've watched, I've only lost 5 or 6. That's okay. We're gonna go into 2022 with high hopes for more good shows. Please recommend me your favorite stuff. Hopefully, I will praise it and maybe I will slant it. Either way, you're gonna get a good video out of it. Don't forget, anime is amazing one way or another. We all like what we like. And that's it. Mite karate arigato. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye, lovely nipples. Bye.